Similarly, we see a similar story in large enterprise. You know, JP Morgan Chase is a company that many of you are familiar with. It is a company with 320,000 employees, and perhaps not well known, but they also employ about 65,000 software engineers, quite a lot. They were, you know, and those who know Jamie Dimon may not be surprised, as a very forward-thinking individual, and launched an enterprise-wide implementation of generative AI with two purposes. First, help our developers. 63,000 developers is a lot. Number two, help our wealth managers by proving a use case in a line of business that is relevant. Developer productivity initial results published by JP Morgan suggest a 10 to 20% lift, which at 63,000 people is very significant. We think, by the way, this number is, if anything, probably a massive understatement given what we are seeing firsthand. I mentioned AI is writing 46% of new code today in our companies. On the wealth management side, very interesting. Wealth managers are not natural adopters of newer technology. These are relationship-focused sales individuals who are certainly not considered early adopters of technology by any standard. Hence, this is illustrative and meaningful. These wealth managers, not only were they able to reply to their client requests 20 times faster, which is very important in the wealth management business, speed, but they saved nearly about $1.5 billion in ancillary support, data collection, data parsing, and other costs. And more than half are already using it on a daily basis. This is by no means something limited to financial services. We are seeing the same story repeat across logistics, where UPS has, for instance, announced some very significant data around route optimization and fuel savings. We're seeing the same story in agriculture, an industry very relevant to our friends here in Chile, where folks like John Deere have harnessed computer vision to drive autonomy in the controlled environment of the farm, not only saving labor and producing better yields, but saving herbicides and insecticides, protecting our environment and reducing pollutants. And the story continues across our portfolio in the companies we back as they enable many of these shifts.